We're on to something here. I'm telling you, we're on to something. Today I want to try and create a secret lowering floor to my Minecraft village hut. So today I want to try and figure out a way that I can lower this 3x3 floor in our village hut here by 2 blocks in order to create kind of a secret storage and living area. So doing this in a 1 block area is very simple. You basically have 2 pistons extended and you have the block on top that's going to be the base floor level. And then once you retract the pistons, you bring it down by 2 blocks and it creates a sort of another area that you can stand on, basically like another floor system. Now as you can see in the test world that I've created here, if you have a 3x3 piston array like this, powering them is fairly simple other than the middle block. Now you can get around this with 1 row of pistons by simply putting some torches under an inverter under this, and once you connect them, you can power the middle block. Now the tricky bit comes when you want to try and add another array of pistons on top of that and trying to power the middle block of this one. So now using the slime block as the center block in this 3x3 area, I'm able to raise these up by 1 block while only using 5 pistons instead of the 9. So maybe this might actually work for being able to go up 2 blocks higher. Yes! I did it! Okay, I figured it out. So, we have to press the first lever, which pushes up the bottom row of pistons. Then, we push up the second row, using this to power the middle block, the middle piston. Then, we're at our 2 block high level. When we want to retract, we need to lower the top pistons, lower down the bottom, bringing down the second, and then power the top to bring it back down again. So we've successfully brought a 3x3 area down by 2 blocks and up by 2 blocks repeatedly. And something I didn't point out earlier, if you're wondering, you cannot do a 3x3 of slimes and then 3x3 of another block and just power it that way because there's too many blocks. I think you have to remove a lot of them. Yeah, you can only have, I think it's 12 blocks altogether. So that's why I couldn't do something like this to make it a little bit more compact. Okay, so I decided just to build the house here just so we know exactly where the blocks need to be when I'm transferring it over into the actual world. But we have our floor level here. We then need to automate it in such a way that this floor drops down by 1. Then this activates. Then this fires once, like this. And then what that leaves us with is a 2 block gap that we can then use to either make secret passageways or just have hidden chests areas, maybe secret enchanting areas, brewing stand areas, stuff like this. And just do it in such a way that from the outside it will look just like a regular village hut. And then on the flip of a lever again, it can extend and be completely back to normal from the outside. I'm actually really happy with how I managed to get this to fit in. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I figured it out the best I can so far in our world here. So, I got it hooked up to timers and stuff. Got a little tricky here for a bit, but I kind of figured it out. So, we're going to have a lever and a button in order to make this work. Now, for it to extend, all we need to do is flip a lever and it goes up by 2 blocks and we have ourselves our normal height floor for a house. Looks like normal. When we want to retract it by 2 blocks, we got to flip our lever, give it a second to do its thing, and then press our button. And then when the button is pressed, we've then dropped down into our 2 height lowered floor area down here. So let me just tidy this up and put the buttons in a more ideal location. And then once we've done that, we can work on what we're actually going to use this for. Okay, okay, okay. We're on to something here. I'm telling you, we're on to something. Oh, don't press that. Don't press that. I, I, I've had to put obsidian in certain places because I've accidentally pressed things in the wrong order and they've seriously messed up all the progress that I've made multiple times. So you need to be careful with that. So here's the system that I have figured out right now. As you can see, very large areas taken up by this. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm very bad at redstone. This is all made up with pistons, repeaters, redstone, and one little simple comparator system I have here. Other than that, that's it. So there's probably a much simpler way to do this. I haven't seen any videos on it, and that's the way I like to do this. Just trying the best that I can with what I can do. So the system is comprised of a lever and a button. So you pull the lever, drops by one, you press our button, we drop down to our second layer here. So now we've officially gone 2 blocks below the floor level. And then when we want to bring it back up, I love this. All we got to do is flip our lever and it extends the 2 blocks itself. You could probably figure out a way to hook up the button to the first system so that you don't have to do it that way, but it works. And this is taking me a lot longer than I expected it to. So let's cover this up here and let's actually try and make it look somewhat decent. Alright guys, so now that I got the place kind of terraformed, looking back, looking normal once again, I want to show you guys what I came up with on the inside and maybe a use case for actually bothering to go to the effort to do all of this. So, from the outside, as you can see, looks pretty normal, looks pretty cool. Nothing standing out. I moved the door to this side just because of where I had to put the levers and the buttons, but obviously you could change that whatever way you wanted. So, from the outside, looks good, looks normal, nothing weird about it. We step inside our home here, we got our bed. I like the way that the bed is here, it kind of draws your eye when you come in. We got our little carpet here, adding a little bit of a... also drawing your eye away from the levers and the buttons. So, we flip our lever, drops us down our first level. We press our button, drops us down again, and then we have our completely hidden area here. We got our brewing stand area with its own chest, anvil, smoker, another set of double chests. We got our blast furnace, regular furnace, end chest, crafting table, everything you need for your little secret base here. And as you can see, we got our little friend that found out about our secret location, so he's gonna be trapped here forever. And one of my favorite things, just the way it looks, is when we then activate the floor system again, it pops back up, everything is hidden, you can't see any particles from the end chest, nothing, and it blends in perfectly. So guys, I'm actually really happy with how this turned out as a design. I didn't have much planned to start with, but it actually turned out pretty well. So if you like this video, please give it a like. If you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments, and guys, I'll see you all in the next video.